Hello again, another day, another castle. This one we've got the little activity castle, which is there, and we're bringing it in here. Now they've actually got a function already on the other side, so we're putting it on this side today, and it's going over in that corner over there. So sometimes we do it in this hall, and other times we do it in the other one, but there's one still going on in there, so it'll have to be in this one. But anyway, right, so first things first, we're going to get the mats out. We're going to put a couple down on this job. Getting a bit caught there in the van. I've actually got another job on there, getting all tangled up. But yeah, there's two mats on this one. It's an enclosed unit, this castle, so you don't need mats necessarily at the front and at the sides. So we just use two going on the front. Now it's quite a handy little castle, this one. It's very light and very easy to manoeuvre about. It's what you call a low height bouncy castle. It goes into a venue that's got a low ceiling height or any low hanging chandeliers or lights, which it does on this one. So that's a reason why we use it on this particular job. So as I say, nice and light, get it up on the trolley and then just bring it round. Now there's two entrances on this venue, there's a front and a back. It's separated with a partition going down the middle, so we're going to be doing it on the back now. That's the reason why we're coming in this door. Sometimes we do it on the front, and we're just going to get all the rest of our bits. Now as it's going inside, we're going to be putting sandbags on this one. 4 sandbags, 2 on each side, that's generally enough. It doesn't really stop it sort of tipping, it's just mainly to stop it moving around, because when the kids bounce up and down on it, it can push it backwards into the wall, and that can sort of put a kink in the pipe, and then you lose air pressure, and then it's not as bouncy. So if we put the sandbags on, it stops it moving about too much. So just going to bring it into the venue now. I'm just picking a sandbag up that fell off the trolley and bring it over to the position. As you can see, there's a few chandeliers hanging down there behind those little brown borders. But we're going to be putting it over in the corner here, so it's going to be out of the way. So one sandbag on each corner, generally enough. And you can see the hotel staff there decorating the tables, getting ready. So I'll just come out and get the rest of the bits. The blower. Put that at the back, and then just put the pipe on. Now sometimes on these venues it's a little bit of a tight space, depending on how many guests they've got and how many tables they've set out. You have to sort of work around it. Now in this particular case it was quite a lot, I can't remember how many exactly, but there was quite a few tables set out, so they asked me to do it in this corner as opposed to where I normally do it, next to the sort of front door. It was a tighter space, but they said that's the only way they could sort of put it, just to get all the tables in. The only thing is it was going to sort of slightly overhang the dance floor, but they said they're not going to be using the dance floor, so it's okay just to overhang it slightly. So that's the reason why we're putting it in this place. I'm just taking all the cable out there now. Now we only need a little bit of the cable, but I always unroll it the full length so it doesn't overheat. If it's left on the coil, it can overheat and actually trip the blower out. So we always take it out so it has a chance to cool down. So you get it all in, just plug it in the wall and start inflating the castle. Now it's one or two castles, this one, that does fit in this venue. As I say, this one is around 7.5 foot. So it fits in just nice, but we do have to set it up in certain places, like where we are now, not further to the right where you can see the actual chandeliers, because they do overhang the roof of the castle, and obviously you don't want any of those breaking or falling into the castle, so we put it away from them. but it fits in quite nice. It's just going up there now. There she goes. Well, as you can see, a nice, what you call a nice fit. Probably about a foot at the top of it. So it's pretty tight, pretty snug, I think they would say. And there's a side view of it going up, as you can see. We've got a lot of tables around the side, so we were a bit tight for space. There's a little bit of a twist in the pipe there. That's why it's taking sort of normally a bit longer than it would normally. So I'll straighten that out once it starts to inflate. But we were a bit, there we go, taking the twist out of it. Now, it's a little bit tight in this venue, as I say, so I had to have the pipe at an angle. I'd rather normally just have it the full length. But as long as you sort of have it pulling to the side and the sandbag's on so it doesn't move backwards, then it's generally alright. So there you go, that's the side of it going up. A little bit tight, as you can see we're right on the dance floor there, and we've got a couple of mats which we're going to put down the front like so. Now I normally put it to the left where you can see that little door on the left hand side there. I normally put it over on that side where there's much more room, but in this case that wasn't an option, so we had to just put the mats down on the front of the dance floor. But they did tell me that there would be no one using it. So it was okay to put it there. Now as I say, I would have just put it on the other side, moved the tables around a little bit, but sometimes you've got to go with the customer, whatever they want. So we're just at the side there, you can see it's just overhanging the dance floor. I would have had it facing this way, where the sandbags are now. I would have had it pointing that way, but it was quite near to the tables as well, and so when people are coming off the tables, you don't want the kids sort of going flying into it really. So just one of those things really, you got to kind of set it up wherever you can fit it in, and in this case this was the best option. So that's it, we just put the sandbags on, 2 on each side. That stops it pushing backwards, and it's pretty much good to go. Right, we just got it set up, a little activity castle, as you can see. It's a little kink in the pipe because we're a little bit close to the dance floor. Normally we put it over that side, but they've got some chairs over there this time, so we've had to set it up here, but it is overhanging on the dance floor a little bit. But that's what they want, so that's what we're supplying them. So we've got a couple of crash mats down the front, but the kids are kind of pretty enclosed on this one, so it should all be alright. And as you can hear, there's another function going on next door, but this one starts at 6 o'clock, finishes at midnight, but I've told them I won't be picking up at midnight, I'll pick up tomorrow morning. But I've got to come here early tomorrow morning because there's another function starting at 11, so I'll have to come for 10 o'clock, clear it out of the way, and then they'll turn over for the next one. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching the video, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.